We're going deep, and we're going hard.
Surely you can't be serious.
I'm serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Mile High Club is an insanely cool mission. In CoD 4 Remastered obviously, where it's an extremely difficult challenge, as opposed to the real-life version, where from my experience, I'm pretty sure it's actually impossible. With that said, I hate the Mile High Club achievement almost as much as actual terrorism. I remember trying to beat this mission on veteran difficulty back in 2008, and I was convinced it was impossible. If you achieved Mile High Club on the original console with a controller, I salute you, soldier, you're a better man than me. So now with some minor changes and the ability to take on this mission with a mouse and keyboard, well, it's still extremely difficult. But certainly not impossible. There are a handful of guides on how to get the Mile High Club achievement, but these all assume you have some serious ability and or time to grind it out. I of course, have neither, so I had to come up with my own strategy. The following is my method to just kind of brute force your way through the insanity that is this plane. Here's my full run through with no commentary.
Weapons free. Tango down in section 1 Alpha. Tango down. Target neutralized. Keep moving. Tango down. We got a whole breach! Get down! Get down! Target neutralized. Hostile neutralized. Stairway clear. Multiple contacts. Hostile neutralized. Keep moving. X-ray down. Hostile neutralized. Move up. Target neutralized. Now would you fire up here? We're looking for a civilian. Someone's on the bomb. If we don't have much time, we've got to go now. Roger that. Prepare to breach.
A few quick notes. Brightness. Some of you more eagle-eyed guys may have already noticed my screen looks kind of weird. I recommend bumping up your brightness just a few ticks so the enemies stand out in higher contrast, making them easier visual targets instead of being able to easily blend into darker shaded corners. Restarting. Get used to restarting from the menu when things go wrong. This may seem obvious, but you don't have to waste time waiting for the death screen and respawn load, you can just jump in the settings and restart the mission. You will get through more runs faster this way, getting you to the completion of the achievement faster in turn. Your squad. You will come to find that your squad mates are not only unhelpful, but actually detrimental to your run, as they lumber around blocking paths. It's helpful to recontextualize these human fence poles as pace cars. If they've moved ahead of you, you need to pick up the pace and push forward faster. You should almost always be in front of your team. In a way, this level is Call of Duty in its purest form, and Call of Duty is all about map awareness, predictive thinking, and fast twitch reactions paired with pinpoint accuracy. Mile High Club will force you way outside your comfort zone if you're not already extremely adept at this game, so if you're uncomfortable, you're probably inching closer to success. Alright, so with those general points in mind, let's break it down. The second you have control, sprint past the guy flushing the toilet. I know it's satisfying to knife him and just guarantee that he's dealt with, but trust me, you will need the extra few seconds. Aim directly for the wall column splitting the left and right hallways. Your Spec Ops squad of NPCs should neutralize this guy, but you will still get bonked by him a percentage of the time, ending your run immediately. Stop somewhere around this wall panel and pop the guy on the left. Run up to the hallway split, and kill the other guy on the right. This guy is extraordinarily important, because he has the P90, which has the largest magazine out of the entire arsenal available throughout this mission. We'll come back to this in a few seconds. Run forward to take your space, aim, and tap fire in controlled bursts around the general area of the Red Star entrance. Try to pick targets if you can, but generally these guys will just run into your fire as they enter the room. Empty your mag, and do not waste valuable time reloading. You need to find the guy on the right's drop P90 as quickly as you can. There is unfortunately some major RNG here. Sometimes the P90 will go flying into a corner or under a seat where you can't find it, but if things go well, you should be able to run horizontally to the other side of the seats and locate it. Swap out your empty MP5 for the P90 and immediately be ready to start shooting again. Kill the remaining terrorists trying to enter this area. Make use of crouching and bullet penetration through the seats. There will almost always be 2 remaining sneaky guys who hide around each corner of the entrance hallway in front of the Red Star. Make sure to peek the corner to eliminate them, then advance to the next zone. You want to trigger the hull breach dialog between 40 and 35 seconds remaining to stay on pace. Select targets advancing down the stairs and clear out as many as possible. No matter how many guys you kill, immediately start advancing the second the hull blows open. This should take out a few enemies, but usually not all of them. You need to direct your awareness to the left to check if a straggler survived the hull breach, and then immediately switch your attention to the right to check around this corner. Take advantage of the cover provided by the luggage rack in relation to the stairs to kill more guys making their way down. Because of this angle, you can be hitting them but they can't get a line of fire on you. Continue advancing up, and make sure to put rounds through the seats and clear the rear zone. Typically there will be terrorists crouched in cover out of your view, so err on the side of caution. One of these enemies drops another P90, so it's usually a good idea to do a very fast sweep to replenish your ammo, but this is optional depending on your ammo count and remaining time. The hull breach section actually feels like the most predictable and straightforward to me. You need to be moving up the stairs and reloading your P90 with between 30 and 25 seconds remaining. With your P90 reloaded, peek around the right corner and quickly kill this guy at the front. He is an immediate danger to your advance. Then, pick targets as best as you can until you need to reload and push up to the first line of seats in front of you. With the P90 reloaded, you can see I pretty much just prayed and sprayed through the wall and 2 entrances to clear out the remaining bad guys on the move and in cover. There's always at least 1 or 2 guys behind the wall, so it's a safe bet to just unload. Make sure this area is clear, because if you miss, your squad will not cover you and stragglers will pop you in the back as you advance up. You need to be at this wall and tossing a flashbang with around 10 seconds remaining. As you already saw from the rock lip, I barely made it with 8 seconds left, so you don't want to be pushing it much more than that. The second you clear out this group of enemies, you want to be advancing to the 10-second wall and throwing a flashbang down the hallway. Specifically aim high for the luggage racks at an angle for maximum effect. This last sprint is the most infuriating because at this point you're literally out of time and the RNG is make or break. You need to weave through the stunned enemies, avoiding colliding with them at all costs as you will obviously have your forward progress impeded. Normally you would just mow these guys down to clear, but again this is the brute force method and you need to move quick and reserve ammo for the last corner. So after weaving through this gauntlet, there will always be these last 2 terrorists blocking your path. Fire indiscriminately as you approach this corner so they can't get the drop on you. And finally, you will reach the hostage. I made it with barely enough time left, but hey, you paid for 60 seconds, so why not use 60 seconds? With the hostage about to be executed, the window to shoot will always open with 1 second remaining, then you're free and clear. This level obviously still demands some serious input, but this felt like it significantly cut down on the perfection required. I feel it also helped me a lot knowing time goalposts for each area to clear. Best of luck on your next flight, and remember, we were never here. See you out there.